Welcome to this MyPTS Time 2 tutorial on how to change the status for students on your caseload. First, you'll need to click Caseloads. This opens up your entire caseload list. You'll scroll to the student you'll be changing the status for. The first example we're going to do is change the status for an EI student to referral. We're going to select this student, SAMP student. Click on the student's name. This is a good time to review all of the information on the student detail page. The early intervention student is being changed to referral, which means they will no longer be attending the early intervention school. So we'll need to change their school by clicking on the link, Change Schools. We'll need to enter the district and the new school that they will be attending. Next, you'll need to enter the start date at the new school, which is very important because if you want to enter billing for August 1st, you can't make the start date after that. We're going to select August 1st and click Save. We return back to the student detail page, and as you can see, the school is changed. Grades can only be changed by administration, so if it has not already been updated at the beginning of the school year, when the automatic update is done, just contact administration via email, provide the student's first, last name, date of birth, and request to have the grade changed and include what the grade should be. When you're changing a status to referral, you do not need to fill in the treatment via field, an IEP or 504 start date, or frequencies. The only thing left to do for this student is change the status by clicking on the link under the current status. As you can see, it was EI. We're going to change that by clicking the Add Edit. And from the drop down, we're going to be selecting referral because this student does not yet have an IEP to receive direct services. And we'll choose a start date. And the start date is going to be August 1st. And click Save. This will bring us to the status history page, and as you can see, the status is now referral. Before you leave this page, you want to make sure you click Sync Current Status. Without doing so, you may not see the updated information on the student detail page. Once you've clicked Sync Current Status, you want to click Return to Student Detail page, and as you can see, the school has been changed. We'll send an email to change the grade. If it's not already updated, the status is now referral with a start date of 8/1. We do not need any frequencies for the status of referral. Everything looks good. We want to click Save. This will bring us back to our caseload homepage. The next sample we're going to do is change the status from referral to on caseload because the student had an IEP meeting and will now be receiving direct services. The student we're going to use to do this is test student. We're going to scroll down, click on the student's name. Again, review all the information on the detail page. The student's school is actually okay and does not need to be changed. Everything else looks okay. Because we are changing the status from referral to on caseload, we do have to fill in the treatment via field. The student has an IEP, and the IEP meeting was August 1st. The student is MA eligible, and you can see the reminder for the next time the IEP is due. As you can see, we still have a status of referral that we are going to click the View Edit Status History link. We're going to click the Add Edit Student Therapy Status. This is already on caseload. It's very important to remember, if you're not using the status of on caseload, to select the correct one from the drop-down list. And we're going to use a start date of August the 2nd because although the IEP date was August 1st, I spent that afternoon writing the report, and that billing will also need to go on August 1st. So my start date for the on caseload status will be August the 2nd so that I can bill the IEP meeting and write up under August 1st where it belongs, under the referral status, and click Save. Again, you want to make sure you click Sync Current Status, return to Student Detail page. All of our information is up to date. We have a status of on caseload with a start date of August the 2nd, but now we must complete the frequencies or the system will not let you get past this page. This student is going to be seen weekly for one 30-minute session. You can always see the summary of what you've entered down there at the bottom. The frequency for treatments is weekly, every 1 week for one 30-minute session. The student's also going to be receiving weekly a group session. So every week she's going to receive one 30-minute group session. And again, we can see the summary, one 30-minute session every week. The student will not be receiving consult as it is not on the IEP. You have to select none, the zeros pre-populate. Scroll back up. All of our information looks okay. The student does not have a special class type. And we can click Save. The last sample we're going to do is change a student who is on caseload receiving treatment and no longer qualifies for service. So we're going to use test subject as the student, and we're going to be discharging this student. The only time a student should be discharged is when they are no longer receiving PTS services for your specific district. And to do that, we're going to scroll down to the current status, click on the View Edit Status History link. We're going to click Add Edit Student Therapy Status. We're going to select Discharged, and the student is discharged as of August 14th. All of my billing is in. I do not have any billing beyond August the 14th to enter. I'm going to click Save. I'm going to click Sync Current Status because I am showing status of discharge as of August 14th. Return to Student Detail page. And as you can see, actually, I'm going to go back. This is very good to see. The reason the status is still showing as on caseload is because the date I am doing this sample is August the 2nd, 2018. Because I entered a date that is after today, I will not be able to see this status of discharge until August the 14th. Because we do not enter billing into the system before it has taken place, we don't encourage you entering billing ahead of time. In this case, it would be okay because I know that I will no longer have any billing for this student after August the 14th. If that was a mistake, then I would need to contact administration to have them fix this status to change the date, because if I try to redo it by entering a date prior to August the 14th, what I will get is a notification that says there's already a status with start date after the selected start date. I want to click Sync Current Status, return to Student Detail page. And that is how you would discharge a student. Again, this will show us discharged as of the date we put in, which is August the 14th. We go back to caseload. You would scroll down, check all your information, and that is how you change the status for a student in MyPTS Time 2. Thank you for watching this tutorial on how to change the status for students on your caseload.